At the point where you're calling it consciousness, and this is partly an angle I explore in the essay, and I think it is, in fact, one of the strongest arguments against idealism is consciousness means things like us, things that are responsive and move around. And I mean, it gets the reference of the term consciousness comes from concrete examples of life forms, basically. We typically think rocks are not conscious, trees, at the very least, are not very conscious, the lower animals, insects, and so on, also not very, more conscious than a tree, but not very conscious at all, and sort of up and up it goes until we get to creatures like us. And in all of those things that we're calling consciousness inheres in a complex made up of simpler constituents. It's embodied in some way. And when we're talking about consciousness as the foundation of reality, that notion of being inhering in or being embodied in parts that are simpler, that's a non-starter. And so at the point where that's a non-starter, I start to wonder, consciousness at that point seems, whatever primal or primary consciousness it is, totally different from everything we mean when we employ the term. And at that point, I start to wonder, why are we even using that term? That seems misleading, and I don't know what could possibly warrant that identification.